season with.
Yeah.
We just going to add one to it.
Okay.
Because this was one, Skip. Now, his stat line is going to say he had 12 assists and 1 turnover. But in actuality, he had 12 assists and 2 turnovers. Skip, I still don't know. Because I'm thinking the referee's thinking, I know, you know what? I know good and D well LeBron James ain't just dribble the ball, take 3 steps and start dribbling. There's no way. So I can't even call it. There's no way he did that. He did. He did it, Skip. And it shocked me. I'm like, and even the people on the side, Skip, the people in the front row, Bogdanovich is right there in front. What are you doing? You're not gonna call this, because if you don't call this, I got no chance of guarding him. It's already they already tasked me with an impossible task. But now you just gonna let him just pick the ball up and just carry it like he's carrying a football. He had a malfunction, Skip. You know, sometimes you're doing. My grandfather used to say, "Boy, you're trying to do too many things at once."
Yep.
So it's like, okay, he's getting ready to throw, because it looked like he was getting ready to pass the ball, and he said it. I was getting ready to pass the ball to KCP. He and Donovan Mitchell collide. He goes down, and so now I start dribbling again. So he's trying, you know, that's how his brain worked. He's a savant. You know what I'm saying? He really Rain Man on the he's Rain Man on the basketball court. Call him Rain Man with gym shorts on. That's what he is. Savant. He can see things before they even transpire. He knew this was going to happen.
So Dustin Hoffman will play him in the LeBron.
Yeah.
No,
I mean, Dustin,
not a good fit.
Unless he could, he got to work on the jump shot.
Yeah.
Yes, Skip. But this was an egregious error, and the officials missed it. I don't know why they missed it. Only thing I can think of, there's no way LeBron picked his dribble up, walked 3 steps, and started dribbling again. But that's what he did. So they missed it. LeBron was right. He feel bad for the officials because they're going to get downgraded, and it's probably might hurt those guys for an opportunity to ref a playoff game, because at the end of the day, Skip, just like you're an NBA player or a player, you want to advance to the playoffs.
Yep.
That's what these officials want to do.
That's
ultimately how they're graded. That's how you're judged. That's why Joey Crawford and all these guys get the big names. Not the regular season games. It's the postseason and finals games. That's where you're like, whoa, I'm on a big stage. So they blew this one. They blew it.
Did they? I'm trying to figure this out, and I'm wondering, is it possible LeBron had a senior moment?
Oh, no.
Did he have a senior moment in year 17? Because the more I watch this, the more unbelievable it gets. Because to your point, I've said this from day one about LeBron James. He has the highest basketball IQ in all of the game. And I don't think it's even close. This man is in his 17th season. He has played more than 57,000 NBA minutes. And you know and I know, when he first started dribbling a basketball, I don't know, was he 3 or 4?
Yeah.
The first fundamental rule of basketball he was taught, or he learned on his own, was for every step you take, you have to dribble the ball. That's just, isn't that the most rudimentary rule of all?
Yep.
The whole game is based on you have to dribble for each stride that you take. So the other bizarre aspect of this malfunction was it didn't happen in the 4th quarter of what had become a blowout by then.
Right.
It actually happened fairly early in the game, and guess what the score was at that point that happened? It was 11-3 Utah. At home, Utah had made its first 4 shots. Bogdanovich, that you just spoke of, had made his first 2 3-point attempts. Joe Ingles, who's just disappeared for most of the season, actually made his first and only shot of the game. He made a 3.
Only 2 games that Joe Ingles has started was against the Lakers.
There you go. And so he makes one, and then they had another Rudy Gobert dunk, and all of a sudden it's 11-3 Utah. So you can't tell me that LeBron had lost focus because, once again, they were steamrolling another Western Conference opponent, because they were not at that moment.
Correct.
So there was no reason to lose focus, but LeBron did say, and this is the truth, that he got momentarily distracted because KCP and Donovan Mitchell along the baseline right under the basket got tangled up. They ran into each other, and briefly, but only briefly, KCP goes down with one hand on the floor but pushes himself right back up in a flash. And yet it's possible, I'm trying to give him the benefit of the doubt here, it's possible LeBron was thinking in the back of his mind, is this going to be a little fracas? Is this going to be maybe a fight? Am I going to have to run down and try to split them apart?
Sure.
Are they going to go at it?
Right.
And maybe he started walking with the basketball thinking, I'm waiting for the whistles to blow
I hear that.
because there's maybe going to be a double technical or somebody's going to go to the free throw line. So I might give him that. But now I go back to the refereeing question. I have to go to the closest referee in proximity to this play.
He right there.
Jason Goebel, he wears number 68, a former Miami police officer in his third season reffing NBA games. He has a brother who also refs NBA games. I'm just going to put myself in his skin. I guess he's thinking in the back of his mind, this is LeBron James. He is incapable of just walking 3.5 steps with the basketball without dribbling it. It's like Jason Goebel's mind would not process what was actually happening. He wasn't believing what he was seeing.
Okay.
Because LeBron's not going to, of all the players you'd say who would pull that stunt off, you'd put LeBron at the bottom of the list. Well, he's not going to do that. I don't think I've ever seen that before where he just checked out for a moment mentally and lost it. And Jason Goebel went along with it and thought, I can't do that. I can't call him for that because he's incapable of doing that, right?
Yes.
Okay, now here's the most bizarre aspect of all, the weirdest angle of all. LeBron claimed that he didn't even know that he did it because he said, according to Dave McMenamin of ESPN.com, he went to the halftime locker room unaware.
Right.
Oh, so wait a second. You just completely checked out for a moment?
Yeah.
You went somewhere else?
He said, the coach told me. Skip, Danny Green said, when did that happen? Danny Green didn't even know it happened.
Okay, I get Danny Green because it just came and went so fast. Remember, the play continued. LeBron went ahead and kicked it to the wing to KCP.
He did.
And the play just went right on.
Right.
Like as if it didn't happen.
Right.
Okay, so which coach, how would it transpire that a coach would inform LeBron? Because
bro, you know you walk, right?
Okay, but wouldn't the coach think that he did already know that he walked?
Yeah.
Okay, and I'm going to guess on this because the coach he says talks most to him is Jason Kidd.
Sure.
So I'm going to assume, I could be wrong, that it was Jason Kidd. It could be Lionel Hollins. It could be anybody.
Yeah.
But Jason Kidd.
Yeah.
So to your point, Jason must have commented on it, maybe even made kind of a joke about it. Can't believe you did that. And if LeBron's telling the truth, and I'm going to believe he is, that he said, I did what? You walked with the ball. You took 3.5 steps without dribbling.
Normally you travel that far. You need a passport, Jenny.
Oh, yeah.
And then LeBron said at halftime, said coach, maybe Jason Kidd, showed it to him, maybe on his tablet or they queued it up on the television.
Right.
Watch this. And LeBron said, I did that? What? Seriously? Okay, so I'm trying to figure out